and gentlemen, welcome to another segment of Traveling with TVMA, the Tea Show, with your host, LaTonya White. So get ready for the business, the education, the community, and the travel tea. So tune into one of these upcoming segments and get ready to launch your mind into the deep. Get ready for the tea.
I'm feeling
TVMATthetea.
burning brick
Come along.
from a past life full of scars. Ask me where I'm coming from, and I'll share with you my soul. Ask me where I'm going to, I'll have to meet you down the road. It's not time, no. It's not time, no. Travel light, oh, but I'm feeling human nature. And your eyes, they shine so bright. Ask me where I'm coming from, and I'll share with you my soul. Ask me where I'm going to, I'll have to meet you down the road. It's not time, no, 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 it's not time.
You're now traveling with TVMAThetea. Come along.
On a journey, pretty colors of the sea. I'm a bird, high flying free. High flying free. Ooh. High flying free.
TVMAThetea.
Come along.
Right on.
Amen.
I'm a bird, high flying free, high flying free.
Imagine waking up to a gorgeous view on a Caribbean beach, relaxing in your very own private swim-up suite, playing golf on championship courses, or being pampered in a world-class spa. These are all the things that you can enjoy at an all-inclusive resort and more located in Paradise, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, Antigua, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, Cancun, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta, to name a few. These resorts range from adults only to family-friendly with entertainment for all ages. For a luxurious escape, choose from over-the-water bungalows or opulent private villas, complete with fine dining and a butler who will tend to all your needs. With so many choices and destinations, there is an all-inclusive resort for every budget and style. Let your cruise planner's travel advisor help you find the best resort and curate a stress-free vacation. Contact me today to book your next all-inclusive getaway. Cruise Planners, your land and cruise experts.
Hey there, adventurous! LaTonya here, your cruise planner's land and sea expert, and your blogger, TVMAThetea. Check me out wherever you get your podcasts from, iHeartRadio, Apple, and Spotify. Remember, if you're looking, we're booking. Get to the website, travelingmadeaffordable.com. Get booking. Hey, world, you're now traveling with your girl, TVMAThetea. Welcome back. It is a beautiful Thursday. The weather for today is going to be 75 degrees. But you know, guys, we're in the studio a little bit earlier for the pre-recorded show, and today's weather is a little bit of rain in Houston. All right, guys, I'm so glad you guys are here. But you know I can't start a show without thanking God, my family, and my friends. Guys, stay tuned for this awesome show. This is the Bridal Effect. I think with the conversations that you're going to hear today from a bridesmaid and a groomsman, you're really going to want to think about how you plan your next wedding. So if you are a bride or know a bride, make sure you share this video with them, and everybody make sure you like and subscribe. All right, guys, I want you to keep it locked. I'll be right back. So what you finna show me? And we're live. Come on into the room, guys. You are now tapped in with your girl, TVMATthetea, your local Houston blogger, your cruise planners land and sea expert, and your certified sandals specialist. Give me just 1 minute, guys, to mute this music.
Nice intro music.
Guys, if you haven't heard me, I'm gonna repeat it. You're now tapped in with your girl TVMATthetea, your cruise planners land and sea expert, your local Houston blogger, and your certified sandals specialist, darling. All right, guys, today I've got a special show for you. This is called the Bridal Party Effect. So right now we're tapped in with one of my good friends, my aces, LaTonya Burnett, and today we're going to talk to you guys about the Bridal Party Effect. LaTonya, introduce yourself for the people. You know, I know you, but introduce yourself for everybody.
Hi, I'm LaTonya Burnett. I'm a marketing consultant, an educator, and a mom, and good friend to yours truly that introduced me.
That's right, guys. So keep it locked. We're going to tap in how you can reach out to her. Her name again is LaTonya Burnett. She's the marketing consultant owner of Nicolas Pearl's, one of my big small businesses that I support, because this business has literally helped me with some great ideas. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. Oh my God. I think it's hey, I'm ready to get into this tea. So without further ado, guys, I want to talk to you guys today about the Bridal Party Effect. And what that essentially means is that we're going to be chopping it up and giving you guys the tea about what you can literally get about wedding parties, because this is an important information for anybody to tap into, especially if you're thinking about having a wedding. You definitely want to tap in and kind of understand how your wedding party is supposed to affect you and how it affects them. And hopefully you guys can keep all of that in mind. So without further ado, I'm going to go back to this stream. Give me 1 second. I'm multitasking over here, as you guys can see. We're about to get right into it. So without further ado, I'm going to go back to this stream. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm multitasking. Let me pull it up on my you know me.
Right.
All right, guys, before we get started, let me just tell you what the bridal party is. So the definition of a bridal party is a group of people chosen by the people to participate in the wedding. So your bride and groom, right? So traditional bridal party roles include the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, the flower girls, and the ring bearers, right? You can't forget about these people, because they're so vitally important to your beautiful day. So without further ado, guys, welcome to the Bridal Party Effect, darling. So, you know, I'm a lover of reading, right? I'm a lover of reading. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm a lover of reading. And I happen to find a couple of articles online that kind of explained it perfectly. The do's and don'ts of brides and grooms. So let me just go over a few with you, and then I'm going to open it up to you and let you tell me what you think about what these articles stated. So do's and don'ts of brides and grooms. 1, don't hold out an out-of-town bachelorette party unless you've set the expectations with your wedding party up front and have their buy-in. Very important. Number 2, don't choose a bridesmaid dress or tux over $100 to $200 unless you're paying for it. Number 3, be open to various looks to fit your bridesmaid and groomsmen because everyone is different and uniquely made. Number 4, do not dictate their hair and makeup. I think we talked about this, but I'm going to get your time in just a minute. And I found this information from CanadaLiving.com. I think it was beautifully stated. But I found another article too that kind of sums up what Canada Living stated, but they also had a very important statement in there. And I think it's very important for brides and grooms to hear. So yes, they said be considerate of your bridal party's budget, but they also stated this: talk to your bridal party. Their lives matter too. It's so easy to get caught up in your day that you forget that they are humans and they got stuff going on in their lives as well. I found this on the article lovetoknow.com. Tanya, tap in with your girl. Let me know what you think about this.
First of all, I want to say all those were amazing from your research there. So me and LaTonya are really good friends. You know, we're both LaTonyas, both Tanyas. And so this was like a no-brainer for her to ask me to come on in. And there's a reason why. Let me share. They nicknamed me, my friends, like 27 Dresses. And if you haven't seen that movie, go see it, because I've been a bridesmaid multiple times. So I have a little bit of experience to kind of bring, to the table with this topic. So with addressing that, I love how you just started off with expectations. Bride, groom, groom and groom, bride and bride, whatever it may be. You both need to sit down after you guys decide to say yes and agree to, be together forever, that this is what we want our day to kind of look forward to be. This is the individuals we want. Just kind of start planning that ahead of time before we get caught up in the flowers, the colors, and the clothes, and all the fun, exciting stuff. Don't forget about the human aspect behind. You're going to have people involved, and when there's people involved, there's different personalities involved.
Break it down, sis. Break it down.
You have to set those expectations, and you got to realize that also. I'm not trying to be negative. I want this to be like a conversation. Like, I want you to kind of go like, okay, get a couple laughs out of this. We want this to be just kind of like a painless topic. I don't want you to think like, oh man, this is one more thing on top of the pile of other things I have to think about, but it's being real. We want you guys to remember that you are dealing with human beings, you're dealing with personalities, and you're dealing with life. With expectations, you have to let people know that at the end of the day, this is your day. This is your dream. This is your vision. But you're going to take in, ideas, suggestions, and try to be as flexible. But you still want to say that, hey, in respectful manner, that this is what we see. This is what we agree together, or what our day is to look like. Whether it's a destination wedding, whether it's in a church or it's at another venue, this is what we see. This is what we're hoping. While we have given or asked you to take on this honor of joining us in our bridal or party, or our groomsmen, we want you guys to know that we still expect timeliness and consistency and proper communication. You have to set that right from the beginning, whether it's via in-person meeting, Zoom, WebEx, whatever, email. You need to set those expectations right from the beginning, and whoever can abide by it, they might have to be regulated to the audience, or guests.
You better say it. You better say it.
You're just gonna have to, like, you know your family, your friends. You have to set those realistic expectations for not only yourselves but for them. you know who's going to mesh well together, who might not.
Right.
You got to look at those type of, aspects when putting this together. Sometimes you can't throw everybody in the room and throw pretty dresses on them and Chuck say, this is going to work. So
Well, what do you think about the budget aspect? I mean, I feel
they're all
like
heading
the
for that
article,
too.
I feel like it hit it right on the head. But how do you feel about that?
As far as budget, once again, going back to, okay, this is what we expect. This is what we expect of our bridal party. And then that's, once again, that reality. If you know, Pookie is always broke. They're always broke. They just don't do well with them, but you love them to death. They've been your day one since day one. But there's a reality. You're not going to pick out a dress that's $400 for Pookie to come through and have it within a month or 30 days worth of time.
Right.
Causing you stress and then timelines to be behind.
Or invite them to a destination wedding because they may not be able to afford it.
And it's not that. And there might be feelings hurt, and that's when you sit down and talk to them. You don't ignore it, and you don't wait forever, because sometimes people feel you're ignoring or you're brushing them aside, and that kind of add to the the hurt feelings or the frustration. Have that conversation. Like, I'm not doing this to hurt you. This is just, once again, tapping into our vision for our wedding day, and we have to have this by certain times. We have to check this in by certain times so we can make sure everything flows smoothly. And they just get them to, express and admit that, yeah, I'm not going to have that by that time. So that way there's an understanding that I'm not doing this to come for you.
Right.
But it's just that the timelines are very important behind the scenes. Accountability, is very important.
But let's talk about the attitudes of the bridesmaid and the groomsmen. This is important because I've attended weddings and I've literally seen bridesmaids going at each other. Like, it's not even about you, right? It is about the bride. And how is important that the bride and groom keep this in mind?
Like it's going back to, your people. And that's going to cause extra stress on y'all special day. If you don't make sure you guys are checking in and tapping in with your groomsmen and your bridesmaid. I understand that, well, my man, honor, and my matron, or my maid of honor, or my best man, sorry, is supposed to kind of take some of those off of your shoulder. But you're going to have to go behind also and micromanage yourself. And you're going to have to do your own individual check-ins. Hey, you okay? They might not be comfortable talking to your matron that, hey, I'm a little short this month and I'm not going to have these shoes in on time. They might not be comfortable dealing with your best man. Sometimes you're close with everyone, but you got to realize your bridal party or your groomsmen are not all close. So they might be comfortable talking to you specifically about certain things that are personally happening with them. So you're going to still have to take on that role of checking in. And they might feel comfortable like, hey, your cousin, she's being a little pushy. She's, texting us multiple times a day. I'm at work. I can't, and she's getting attitudes that we don't respond, but I can't respond until a certain time. And you might need to know those little bit of information so you can kind of check in with the people you have delegated certain roles. You need to kind of make sure you just don't, all right, you got that, thanks. And then, focus on flowers, dresses, and you need to check in with your people.
I think to make sure they can control it, they can handle it, right?
Exactly. So like when you said like those attitudes and things like that, you might have to try to, if you can, set gatherings and luncheons and just kind of where people can kind of get comfortable around each other.
Right.
So it won't feel like this awkward, I just show up on this day with a dress and you like, hi, who are you? You want to try as many times, try to put them in the same room with each other as much as possible. Not everybody might not be able to make every, gathering, lunch, brunch, dinner, but try to set that. I was a part of a wedding where she planned out like months, different little events where the whole, all the bridal party can come together every now and then and just
relationship building.
To rebuild, build relationships with each other and connect, and get to know. So, and that was cool. So it won't just be this awkwardness, like, like, oh, hi, because you never know. I'm really big on networking. You don't know who does what.
Mm-hmm.
And the more we're around each other and we open up, it's like, oh, you do this, and there goes a connection.
That's right.
There goes a new friendship forming. Those are all good, So, and it makes things run smooth behind the scenes as well.
That's right. What about hairstyles? Like, I've attended weddings where brides want everybody's hair the same way, and sometimes that's impossible. So, should brides be focused on uniformed hairstyles?
My personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, I say no. But once again, I get it. Someone might go like, well, this is my day and this is the look I see. I understand that, and that's you. However, you want to be mindful. Like, I have a friend, that's just like, she's been gray since she probably came out the womb. She has never worn her natural hair color. So, and then, you got to think about that. Or someone might want to cover up a scar. Someone might, have like alopecia. You got to think about things like that, weaves or braid. Some might be natural. My suggestion for that would be, have each one of your, bridesmaid pick out a hairstyle that's, classy or more wedding style, and have them sit in it that's kind of based in their own personal taste. That way you still feel like you have a hand in kind of, monitoring what they're choosing.
Okay.
You don't know what they might show up with.
Don't come to my wedding and with no orange hair.
Exactly. You might go, those are your pictures. Those are forever. But if everyone feels like, oh man, I got, we all got to have buzz cuts or something, and they're just unhappy. They're having to walk down. They don't feel like themselves. When you feel good and you exuberate that, when you feel like you're in your own style, you're in your own zone. So you want them to still feel like they have agency or say so in maybe picking out a hairstyle or a shoe or a type of jewelry, but give them options that, that you can say, hey, send in your first and second choice. Things happen behind the scenes. The hairstylist might not be able to do that. We might have to go to hairstyle number 2. I might can't afford that. They might can't afford in a whole weave or a lace front. You got to be mindful of those things. So allowing that, but let it still flow with the theme, and still saying you have your hands on it where you're like, hey, let me kind of do the approval. Here's 8 pictures. What do you think? Oh, I like these 4 for you. All right, cool. Because they goes out those 8 photos. So they loved it too.
Yeah, I like that. Give the bridal party options. Listen, guys, if you're just now tapping in, we're getting the tea right now from Nicolas Pearl, marketing consultant, the very own owner, LaTonya Burnett. And she's breaking it down, what things that bridal parties need to keep in mind, what our brides and grooms need to keep in mind when you're getting ready for your wedding and you're getting ready to solidify your bridal party. These are important things to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, guys, it's your wedding, but your people also matter, right? Because you still got to be friends with these people after you say I do, right? You don't want anybody to have a meeting with your behind because you forgot that your bridal party was allergic to shellfish and you didn't even think about that. And at the reception, they stood up all day and now they can't even eat because you forgot that they was allergic to shellfish.
That's why they have those tables of honor for your party. It's like you guys are the main attraction, but follow right after you guys are the people that stood on the side of you. These are the people that love and supported you along the way, and that's why you gave them that honor. And they are honored that you asked them, but you still want to be mindful, of finances and allergies, as you stated, just different things. Comfort of your feet, different things like that. And, with the variations with the shoes, they're standing up for pictures, they're behind the scenes, just different tips.
For hours.
If you have a huge bridal party, make sure you have multiple makeup artists. That way it kind of streamlines the time and different things. I've been honored for everyone I've been a part of, and I've been to multiple weddings. So I'm looking at it from, we don't know when we're sitting as a guest what's going on behind the scenes, but I've had the pleasure of seeing behind the scenes too. So I've taken away from all the weddings I've been a part of. So when that day comes for me, I'm like, I've learned from all of them.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm ready. I have my hot pink hair.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I know she like pink. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No,
Right.
We're doing a little bridal stuff beforehand. That's fine.
Girl, you know I'm jiving. I'm not. You know I'm jiving, but you know at the party we gonna turn up. Final words that you would like for the bridal party to keep in mind when they're getting ready to plan out their wedding.
Just as you stated, like I said, expectations, finances. This is an honor. They are happy for you, and being realistic that there are going to be some stress. Nothing's going to ever just smoothly go the way you expect. There's going to be emergencies. Have a little emergency fund on the side. Check in with your people individually, or in pairs, or whatever you feel comfortable doing. And just ensuring appreciation for your party. Know that they're taking time and money and energy to do this for you.
That's
so
right.
Whether it's a token gift that you do beforehand, during the wedding preparations, or even after, show some type of appreciation. Whether you have a speech prepared, or hey, a small gift, whatever what's in your budget and what's in your heart. Humans like to be appreciated. Just make sure you say thank you. Don't forget. Don't get so caught up in that you don't, because you know how people are. Like, I did all this for them and they didn't even say thank you. Like, where's my gift? I mean, it sounds just kind of like, are you serious? But that's reality. People do get like that. You don't want them to be like, "Oh, hurry up. When can I leave?" and just ready to go.
Yeah.
Be mindful of the items that you choose. Let them walk away with at least being able to use that item maybe another time, either for another event.
Oh, give some examples of that, because I think when we were talking about the appreciation gifts, I think that the long-term use is awesome, right?
Yes. I'm like, that's just the type of person if it's something that like I cost effective, that's kind of how I think. And I think like, how many multiple use get a person get out of it. If it's a hairstyle they don't mind rocking, they're gonna at least leave the wedding and they're gonna still wear the hairstyle for another week or so. So they're not gonna feel stressed that they have to spend all this money for this hairstyle, because once again they had a hand in choosing it. If it's a dress that could almost do dual purposes, where they can later on get it altered, shorten it, do something like, I can make it into something else. It's something they don't mind wearing again. If it's a pair of shoes, we always need a dressy. You always need a pair of nice dressy shoes for a nice little event or a conference or a seminar or some type of function. Let it be a shoe that don't let it be so god awful ugly. They like, I can't ever wear this again, and I'm gonna spend $60 for the shoe. So as much as possible, think of those multiple uses where when I'm spending my money, I can go like, I can use this again. I can use this piece to wear for another dress, for another event.
Right.
It's money well spent. So kind of keep that in mind when you're, picking out those items, for your party. Not just like, here, spend all these hundreds and you'll never, use this again,
Right.
wear this again. That's a little tough on people. Of course, I hate to put that out there. If you keep your receipt and your tag, there's always the return. But some dresses, you can't. It's altered to you. But don't let it be like some of the dresses in 27 dresses where you're never gonna wear that again. But if it's something cute that they can change, add to it, alter and get it tailored, I think that's always, great. That's just like a little hack that I would say keep in mind. Just know that, just think about like, could they use this again? Could they wear this again?
Yeah, for all you bridesmaids out there who have your dresses hanging up in the closet, go get it altered. Make it into something that you could see using multiple times. I think that's some great, powerful tea.
Like, I'm grateful for the weddings I've been in, because all those dresses I could wear again. So just in case they watching, they're like, Tony, what you trying to say? You had issues? Like no. I loved all the weddings that I were a part of, but it's like I took away a lot of things that I saw behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
And it's just a learning experience too. So.
It is. Well, I thank you for chopping it up with your girl, breaking this tea down, the Bridal Party Effect. Guys, if you're just now tapped in, you're watching TVMATthetea TV. I am your girl, TVMATthetea. I'm speaking with LaTonya Burnett, the owner of Nicolas Pearl Marketing and Consulting. You guys see why she has a marketing and consulting brand, because she's really great at that. I mean, I know, because she's helped me out with a lot of great ideas. But now, brides, you also can tap in with her. If you have questions, how can they reach you, sis?
So they can reach me at nicholaspearl1@gmail.com. Send me any email inquiries, and then we'll take it from there.
That's right, guys. You heard it first. You've been rocking it out with your girl, TVMAThetea TV. Hey, guys, keep it locked because right up next, we're going to be speaking with a groom who is part of the bridal party, honey. Y'all thought the bridesmaid had something to say. We'll speak with our next upcoming guest, J.Pyles, as he delivers the tea from the groomsmen perspective. Keep it locked, guys. Don't go nowhere. Hey guys, welcome back. How did you like that tea from LaTonya with Nicolas Pearl, darling? She dropped some powerful tea for upcoming brides so that you guys can plan your next best wedding. I'm telling you, that tea was juicy. Now, guys, it's so important for you to just listen to the information that you're going to hear today. But up next, I have a wonderful guest in the building. Y'all, please put your hands together. Spirit fingers. Let's welcome my boy, J.Pyles, musician, artist, and actor, guys. Put your hands together.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for having me, man.
No problem, and I got the mic way back here. My technician gonna kick my butt. All right, guys, I hope y'all can hear me. All right, so we're gonna chop it up today. I want to introduce you guys to J.Pyles, so keep it locked to his featured video, new song that's out entitled Just Listen.
Just listen.
But your dreams still ain't came true. You wanna give up because your best is never good enough. Don't feel strong enough, but hold your head to the sky. Wipe your face, dry your eyes. Don't you stop, God is gonna bring you out. He's so faithful. He'll never ever leave his child. Go ahead and praise him. Go ahead and thank.
Welcome back, guys. Isn't that a beautiful video? Guys, put your hands together as we welcome musician, artist, and actor J.Pyles. Hey, Jay.
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
Thank you for tapping in with your girl for this Travel Tea Thursday. I mean, even though we're doing a pre-recording, y'all know how I do. But man, Jay, we was just talking behind the scenes as we were listening to LaTonya give the tea about the Bridal Party Effect. I mean, she dropped some jewels, didn't she?
She did. She definitely did, man. I think that is just really important for people, basically just to be considerate, you know what I'm saying? Because it is the bride and the groom's day, but if you don't have these people that you're asking to make this day, then you really don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't have it. So you got to take those people into consideration.
That's right. And I've heard it with both of those articles that I was reading with Canada Living and Love to Know. They both said you have to take your bridal party into consideration because they're humans, guys.
Absolutely.
So I want to chop it up with you, though. I want the groomsmen perspective, right?
For sure, man. Let's get to
I'm
it.
sure the groomsmen don't have to deal with a lot that the bridal party has to deal with. But on the groomsmen's part, one of the articles was saying that it's really okay to have your bridal party spend no more than about $200, and if you're asking them to spend more than that, then they need to pay for it. What do you think about that?
Facts. I mean, to be honest with you, I can't remember a time that I paid under $200 for a tux. And I mean, it can get more expensive if you have a groom who wants his guys to be in like a tailored custom suit. You know what I mean? So that's not even a renting type situation. I would definitely agree with that, man. If it's going to be something over $200, you should at least put something towards that. You know what I'm saying? Just to be considerate of it, because most times it may or may not be something that the person will ever be able to use again. You know what I mean? So just be considerate. You know, put yourself in that person's shoes. You want me to spend $300, $400, $500 on something that I'm literally not even gonna have for a day, because I'm gonna have to return it the next business day before noon. You know what I mean? Or before 5 or whatever. You know.
Wait, so you mean to tell me your rental cost over $200?
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't remember a time that I've spent less than $200 on a rental, for sure.
Oh wow, I think Bridesmaids, we have it a little bit better, because our dresses that we own cost probably $100, $200, if not more.
Y'all still be spending money though, because y'all gotta get y'all hair did, y'all gotta get y'all nails did, y'all gotta get the makeup. The dudes, we just be chilling with it. We get a haircut, we do rag it up, and we gonna chill till the people tell us to come out. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all have it easy. Y'all have it so easy, and then you don't have to deal with the aesthetics of jiving or gelling, the attitudes that the women tend to have.
Fellas,
you know,
we be kicking it.
Yeah, so I think you guys have it easy. But if you could give a tip to the next bride and groom that's thinking about planning their wedding and actually going through it now, what tip from the groomsman's perspective could you give?
Honestly, man, it's not bad for the dudes. The only thing that I would probably say was just to be considerate. I guess to try to make the experience as convenient for your groomsmen as possible. So a headache for me is always like going, especially if there isn't a tailor that's coming to measure us and get us, you know, measured for like a custom suit or something, shirts. But like if you have a situation to where your people gotta go to Men's Warehouse or Al's or K&G, whatever your rental place is for a tux, like if you could bring that to them, like if we're gonna have to, if you could have all the guys to come to an area and then have, I mean, because you're gonna be dropping bread with this corporation, with this business. I mean, you got dudes spending $300-$400 each, and you got 10 dudes in the party.
That's something to think about.
They can come to you. You about to drop $4,000-$5,000, you know, on them. So it's like if they could come to you, get your measurements, you and the fellas, y'all can kick it, you know, develop relationships, bonds. If you know, if everybody's not already familiar with each other, they can bring you the suits, so you can give them to the dudes as opposed to the dude having to go here to get fitted. Then they have to go here and pick it up. Now they go to the wedding, then they have to return it. Like also let the dudes be able to pile all their stuff up, put their stuff in the bag, have it over here, and then you can have the people, like you can have somebody to drop it off or have people to come and pick it up. But just to try to, I mean, because the people are already giving you their time, they're giving you their, you know, they're breaking their schedule to accommodate you. They're spending their money.
Right.
So it's like if you can make it as convenient for them as possible.
Just a little bit more convenient.
I know for sure that the fellas would definitely appreciate that.
I think that's a powerful statement. So we're hearing consideration and convenience.
Facts,
you know, if you can keep those two things in mind, it would definitely help you guys in planning your next wedding. I mean, sometimes, and you have to think about it, I remember when I first was married, I didn't think about my bridal party. I was just worried about me. I was like, okay, I told them what color it is, just pick a dress and come on. It wasn't as critical as it was. And then the last time I got married, I was like, I'm not going through all of this. It's just too much of a headache. And I think that brides and grooms tend to think about these things. But listen, guys, as a Sandals destination specialist, my job is to help you with your destination weddings. And the hardest thing for me is getting you guys to pick dates and locations. But being in the middle, I hear it from the brides, I hear it from the bridesmaids, guys. And it's not my job to go back and forth. My job is to make your life, my bride, a little bit easier. So how can we make your job a little bit easier? We'll definitely take this tea today from the Bridal Party Effect. because the tea that was dropped from LaTonya on the bridesmaid perspective and the tea that's being dropped from J.Pyles on the groomsmen perspective, it is definitely worth you taking into consideration.
Thanks.
I mean, I love the fact that you guys just get together and y'all make it do what it do. That is so simple.
I mean, man, for the dudes, we keep it simple, man. I feel like dudes, we go get our haircuts, and I mean, we pull up with our tuxes, and that's it. You know what I mean? The people tell us where to line up, who our partner is, walk down here, stop here, take pictures, and that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But I also think that idea that Tanya said about getting your bridal party together before the wedding. What do you think about that?
I think that's always helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a big celebration, something that's going to be memorable for you. So I just feel like you want it to be the best. You know what I mean? So you want everybody to gel. You want all the relationships to be genuine and authentic. So I think, having some type of social events, with your wedding party, outside of basically just like the rehearsal and then your dinner afterwards.
Because most of the time, that's what they all do.
Yeah,
they don't
definitely.
get everybody together.
Nah.
Maybe the brides, but
Yeah.
I don't think the grooms get together.
Nah,
and then
not
if the
really.
bridal party could just think about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't just do it when it's time for us to rehearse the rehearsal dinner, right?
Right.
I mean, just have little nitpick, off the wall meetups, just so, like you said, everybody could gel.
Yeah, I mean, something like, and it could be something simple. And then like brides and grooms, you can also just consider like that can be a time where you can kind of shower or appreciate your wedding party. You know what I'm saying? With little small gifts, little small tokens of appreciation, just throughout the entire process, just to let them know that you actually appreciate them.
That's
You know what I mean? I mean, that's just a positive, healthy relationships. Both people doing something for each other instead of just one of them feeling used. It's like, bro, after this 15-minute ceremony, and then after this reception, I may not even fool with this person no more. I may not even talk to him. So
Hey, I've seen weddings like that, bro.
Oh yeah, for
I've
sure.
seen it.
We see it all the time.
It's crazy. I've seen bridesmaids go back to back. Like, it ain't
Yo.
even about you. It's about the bride and the groom. This doesn't have nothing to do with you.
I can only imagine with the chicks though, man.
Oh man,
Cause y'all be in
it's
it.
weird. It's
y'all
weird.
be in it.
It's weird. And it's like sometimes you just be looking at them like, why are they arguing? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful that I didn't have that problem in my wedding.
Yeah.
So we just trying to help you guys out, guys, because
man.
no one, I Googled this. Ain't nobody out there talking about this.
Nah, at least not
So you
your
might as
dudes.
well tap in with your girl and learn about it, because you got a groomsman perspective,
For sure.
live and in effect, and you have a bridesmaid perspective, live and in effect, and they've been in multiple weddings. I think their opinions are very highly valued, guys. All right, Just Listen. Tell us a little bit about that.
Just Listen. So that's my latest single that I just dropped. Shout out to my producer, my guy, one of my musical mentors, Madison. Shout out to Fetty with iRise Films, who does all my videography. Just Listen, man, is basically just my artistic expression, just with, you know what I'm saying, just tuning in to God. You know what I mean? A little bit about myself. I was pursuing R&B at one time, but my pops is a pastor, so I'm a PK. So I guess you could say I recently accepted the calling on my life, and I feel like purpose for me is basically just being that bridge to, just I guess like
Connect our generation,
everybody.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of our generation is so disconnected from God. You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, man. Just listen, you know what I'm saying? Be encouraged. Don't stop here. Keep going. God got you. And just keep moving forward.
That's right, guys.
Yeah.
Any final tips about the bridal effect and what brides and grooms should think about before we go into Just Listen?
Man, honestly, just think about your people. You know what I mean? Like, it's a very, very, very important day for you guys, of course. And we're more than honored to be a part of it. But just consider us, you know what I mean? Just appreciate us, and everybody can be happy.
That was beautifully stated.
It's simple, man.
I think that was beautifully
Not asking
stated.
for too much.
Hey guys, you've been kicking it with your girl TVMATthetea. We're getting ready to wrap up the show. Thank you, J.Pyles, so much
Absolutely.
for sliding through.
Absolutely.
Thank you, LaTonya, for coming through for your girl. Once again, I really appreciate you, my girl. And that's LaTonya Burnett, guys. We have the same name. That's because she's a sister from another mother. All right, guys, keep it locked. Let's rock it out with the full video of Just Listen.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh, No problem. It's been fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait to
Don't you stop it. God is gonna bring you out. He's so faithful. He'll never ever leave his child. No. Hey, you right there. Yeah, you right there. I know. Just listen. You're tired. You've done all you can do. But your dreams still ain't came true. You wanna give up because your best is never good enough. Don't feel strong enough, but hold your head to the sky. Wipe your face, dry your eyes. Don't you stop it. God is gonna bring you out. He's so faithful. He'll never ever leave his child. Go ahead and praise him. Go ahead and thank him. For the Lord our God is mighty and he's able. It's that time and then people want their money, but your kids is hungry, top it all off. Baby acting funny. Now your back's against the wall. How do you feel when there's no one you can call? You must remember who your father really is. Now is the time for you to cast your cares on him. Put it in his hands and leave it all today. Now sit back and watch how God saves the day. God's gonna bring you out. He's so faithful. He'll never ever leave his child. Go ahead and praise him. Go ahead and thank him. For the Lord our God is mighty and he's able. Lift your hands, praise him, magnify the Lord with me. Lift your voice, thank him, declare your victory. I know that it's hard to walk by faith, but just a mustard seed will provide you all you need. So remember, don't you stop it. God is gonna bring you out. He's so faithful. He'll never ever leave his child. Go ahead and praise him. Go ahead and thank him. For the Lord our God is mighty and he's able.
This day
The things we've dreamed have come to be. And now forever we will see how filled with love our lives can be. Oh yeah, this day, oh this day.
Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to talking with you more. In the meantime, catch us on www.tvmathetea.blog. Follow her on Instagram at TVMA_B_T and subscribe to her on YouTube at TVMA the TV. Thank you and have a great day.